Hello YouTube. So this is Big Fire 200 or Big Fire VODs, whatever. And I'm about to watch a video about Godot. What is it called? Like Godot engine, something like that. We'll see. Let's just whatever the title
Yeah.
says.
So there's a community manager that works for this game engine, basically, and they've decided to effectively use this game engine as a vehicle for them to complain and get mad about other people not agreeing with their politics. So if you look,
I mean, I feel like that's going on to some degree with all entertainment media in the West. A lot of people are they are expressing their hatred for basically conservatives, Trump supporters, anything like that, especially in the media they create. And it's just become very prominent, very accepted. So this isn't really a surprise, honestly. But yeah, let's keep going.
look at here, the manager's out of control, banning and blocking developers who left and right have done nothing wrong. And so anyway, prepare to hear a lot more from us here.
Also, this is part of the reason that I think that people saying companies just want profit is like not true, because, or at least partially not true, because in the response to this, effectively, if they just wanted profit, they would just have a community manager who doesn't care about politics, who doesn't mention politics, and their only updates on social media would be something like oh, our engine has a new update, or like something like that. They would fire someone like this immediately if you just had a profit motive, because this just angers one side, rather than if you were neutral, you would just you wouldn't anger anyone. So you'd have like more people willing to engage in your product. Like, even because you might say like, oh, this is on Twitter, this doesn't affect a lot of people. If this makes it so even one person from the side that you're attacking does not wish to engage in your product because of like the community manager's words on Twitter, then that isn't how someone who would who just has like profit motive would operate, you know? Yeah, you would just have someone who doesn't care about all this, who just, focuses on the engine, and who's just completely neutral, That's why I don't agree with like the companies just chase profit, because for this to be allowed, for the company to allow this in the first place, implies that they have a view, and they believe that view is worth alienating like some of their fan base, that they could bring in. So that's
we go, the Godot Foundation. This is from 2023.
I'm not sure if I'm actually explain the best I could.
I have been blocked. So basically, this post here, apparently the game engines are woke now. Well, then we won't complain. Show us.
So I believe that's the post on Friday they were talking about. Game engines are woke now. I don't know what this is a response to, though, because it sounds like it's a response to something.
Your woke games below. Somebody replies, focus on the engine and not politics.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. If they only wanted profit, they would focus, they wouldn't even mention politics. Like, any company would not mention it at all, So clearly the motive is not just profit, it's to push an agenda.
Woke games below. Somebody replies, focus on the engine and not politics, and they have now been blocked by the engine. So we have an instance of another community manager of a company that actually like isn't doing anything to improve the product or anything like that. And woke ERP, yeah, exactly. And I don't think I'll be clicking that. Fair enough. There's another one right here. Let's see if I can find some more of these. And
I feel like the argument against this would be like if I were to, I guess, try to steel man the other side, they would say like, I don't know, I guess the people you bring in from the side that you're not alienating, maybe you would bring in more by like, denigrating the other side. but that hasn't really been true. Think of an instance of where that's actually been true, so that's why I don't believe that.
Game engine social media accounts shouldn't be blocking developers. I don't know what Godot's social media manager is thinking. Tech guys need to stop putting their social media in the hands of activists, even if they do it for free. The guy that made Godot has been replying to people all day saying he has no idea why people are being blocked, and he hasn't even interacted with it. So the main Godot account has banned me for quoting the Godot creator. I posted it just to test how bad the situation is. I didn't think they would actually do it. I deeply believe that any political discussion that puts labels on a group of people is one that should not have started. And this is apparently a quote from the person who made this engine.
Oof.
And they have now been blocked by the community manager running the account. The community Discord moderator joins in, doubling down on Godot blocking Purge for daring to say virtue signaling should not.
Oh yeah, I couldn't fully understand this before. So the Discord moderator and the person on Twitter, they're like different people, I believe.
Not be the focus of open source game engine. This drama isn't created by Godot, just made a nice tweets to surface indie game.
Yeah, I think the response in like Godot's response on Twitter, they said that this person is not part of the official Discord. So I guess they have like an unofficial one that, and they're not like hired by the company or anything. So maybe they have an unofficial one under like Godot's name or something like that.
The drama is created by reactionary, insecure cowards who have nothing better to do in their day than shit on something they are unconcerned with. They feel persecuted because other people exist and are visible. These people's cowardice and small-mindedness. What about this? They should be doing these tweets every 30 minutes. Anyone has a problem with them can fuck off into oblivion. So basically what's ended up happening is that what a surprise that a person who's named themselves off of a drug that people need to take so they don't go fucking crazy and is the person who's trying to co-opt this engine to be a vehicle for them to speak their message. Yeah, their name is Xanax. There you go.
And the co-opting of things, like it kind of reminds me of movies, how like a lot of these people will co-opt more popular IPs and then input their political agenda in those IPs. So therefore you have to do like the 50-50 mix up of like, will you still support this IP even though this IP has been changed to fit a certain political agenda, or will you leave the IP that you like? It kind of reminds me of that. Because if these people weren't a part of like the Godot engine and all that, then, you know, we wouldn't know about them. You know, they would have like, no one would care about like their opinions or anything. You know, they wouldn't be popular at all or anything, so they wouldn't be relevant and popular. And that's how it goes. You just attach yourself to something popular, and then therefore now you have like some relevance. And that's how it always works.
And so anyway, I love Xanax though. That
like you never really see something built from the ground up as like with this like political ideology. I mean, this political ideology that's popular. Like maybe I'm forgetting things, but like 99% of the time, I just see things that they take over that were popular in the first place. You know.
That's fine, but I wouldn't make it my identity. And you have no right to speech here because I consider your speech to be toxic vomit. If you think inviting queer people to share their games is politics, you're a toxic piece of fuck, an evil human, and I want you to feel disrespected and to fuck off as fast as you can. And this is what these kinds of people do. They try to, they'll, you know, invent some sort of like weird oversimplification of what's being discussed. And then
oversimplification or straw man, one of those really.
And they'll pretend like that's what's happening because that normalizes their insane behavior. So it's like if you think that queer people and gay.
Well, I think because they can't really engage with the argument. Like if they actually try to engage with the argument, like you should keep politics out of it. I don't think they could actually counter like that sort of argument at all. So that's why they have to, like, you know, do this.
People shouldn't be able to have a voice like what this person is saying, then it logically makes sense that that person is an asshole, and if the person's an asshole, it's okay to treat him like an asshole. So that's how this goes. Overcompensation for their life. It's so
Yeah, I would say it's like both those things. So
fucking weird. It is insanely fucking weird. It is absolutely insane.
like, I also agree with Admin Gold's point as well.
I hope these freaks get bullied off the platform. Well, what do you think I'm here for? I agree. Yeah, why do you think I'm here? Why do you think I'm talking about this? I think that these people are so insanely fucking toxic that these are people, I guarantee you, have no fucking friends. Nobody likes them. I look at them, I can guarantee you, like they posted, I don't want to show pictures of this person, but I looked at the pictures, I can guarantee you they smell bad. Absolutely, just look at them, you know that. It's not even a question. So when I see people that do this, creates a huge crisis for the open source engine. Seems like he doesn't care specifically.
Well, I think it kind of reminds me of actually, maybe I shouldn't reference that. Actually, I'll just continue.
And it's just gone with this take. And I told you this would happen. I think you're exaggerating a bit, to be honest. I think that a lot of companies have a really big problem with people that are in these social roles that are going to cut. And this coming from asthma, what do you mean by this? Smells bad? Oh, for me, I don't smell bad. Everybody that's around me says I don't smell bad. The only person who says I smell bad are people that don't know me. The people that really, I'm serious. Smell like dust? I don't smell like dust. Get the fuck out of here. Dust. It's not even. I smell. That doesn't. She doesn't even know what that means. Okay. I mean, she doesn't know what. She didn't say I smell bad.
The meme.
Opted this account to push their agenda. Anybody who's questioned them at all has been blocked by the community manager, which is crazy. This reply was hidden by the original author. And then you're unable to view this post because the account owner limits who can view their posts. I cannot wait for Elon to make the thing to where people can't block me from reading their posts. I am going to be so fucking excited.
Wait, is he really doing that?
To see that. Because I'm going to get so much more content out of that. It's going to be so... And I'll get it anyway, right? It's just more annoying. It's going to make it easier. You're telling us that a rat, which has been proven to solve their way out of a complex labyrinth, couldn't make it out of your house? I know. Yeah. This is just proof of the paradox of tolerance. Yep, if you tolerate people like this is what they'll do. And you let somebody like this take over your social media, and they're going to turn your social media into a vehicle for them to push their crazy causes and to push their agendas. And they're going to alienate your customers. They're going to alienate people that are just paying attention to them in a casual sense.
Also, this is something that only happens, like, on social media. Like, for real jobs, well, I mean, I guess this happens, but like, it's not like, let's say she was working at McDonald's or something, and she was, like, a cashier. Like, she wouldn't be saying all these things, you know? She would just be a normal person, and they would just take your order. Like, they wouldn't care about, like, your political affiliation and, like, all this stuff. And you wouldn't even know their opinion on all these things. So, and that's how I feel like jobs should just be, you know? It should just be like that. You just get in, you get, you know, what you ask for or whatever. Your conversation just pertains to, like, the job. That's it, you know? And that's how it should be. And it's always worked like that, you know? It's always worked well.
And they're going to alienate people you do business with. And I think this is a huge problem that a lot of companies are running into when you're hiring community managers that are, in general, mentally ill activists that categorize and identify themselves as drugs. Like, I'm sorry, but if you're self-identifying as a drug and you're getting upset about this kind of stuff, I think this really shows a lot. And Helldivers 2 had this problem happen as well. So, and this isn't the first time. So if you guys remember the way that Helldivers 2 had this happen, so Helldivers 2 had a Discord moderator that, number one, said that Grums was like a breast milk thief at Blizzard. So like just completely unsubstantiated accusation. It's pretty much defamation. Crazy, crazy accusation to make, right? Like super insane to say that. Number one. Number two, they wanted to make sure that furry art was still allowed to be posted on the Helldivers Discord. And then anybody who reacted to their announcement defending the furry art with the clown emoji was banned from the Helldivers 2 Discord.
Yo, I didn't know about that. What the hell?
This was all over furry. I swear to God.
All
like,
over furry.
I know you're thinking, shut up, like this is not what happened. Look, let me see if I can find this. Furry Helldivers.
I was about to say, like, did he have it prepared for this video?
Helldivers 2 mods protect furry posts. Negative reaction to furry artwork is punished. Helldivers 2 studio endorses degenerate furry art, bans everyone calling it gross. Helldivers 2 just can't catch a break. This is a reminder that if you want to vomit react furry art or be a jerk about furry art, that you are lining up for a 24-hour timeout by me. And
wow, that's crazy. I never knew about that, actually.
By the way, this is about a video game that has nothing to do with furries. This is nothing to do with it. These companies need to get these fucking freaks out of these different positions. These people are insane.
I mean, I feel like this is a lot of problem with background checks, because I can't imagine that these people, like, I can't imagine the company couldn't easily just search their Twitter or anything and like find like all like political tweets or something from who knows how long. Actually, because maybe they see those tweets and they don't believe that the person will engage in those tweets while like representing the company in some way. So maybe there should just be like a clause or like, you know, some rule or something that stops them from engaging in like political tweets while like representing the company. There should be some like huge fine for like thousands of dollars or something. Or like, you know, they'll get fired, you know, something like that. Hold them to task.
They need to be in a mental institution, and instead, they're the ones with the fucking keys.
I guess the furry thing isn't like really play. It's just like weird. Like, it's not political, but it's like, I don't know. I'm sure there's like a better word for it, but they should put that in the clause that they can't do things like that, you know? Like, I don't know how you put that into like formal like rules or anything, but I'm sure you can. Like, off the top of my head, I can't like think of how, but I'm sure you can.
They're the ones that are trying to tell people, oh, you're gonna get blocked, you're gonna get banned. This person, you're how does this happen? How do companies let this happen? The furry.
But yeah, let me skip ahead, since long video.
Own social media profile. They've completely co-opted it and turned it into, this is insane. Look at this. That's all, folks. These people have weaponized the LGBT movement to attack others.
Yeah, so they're blocking every person.
They also canceled the runtime fee. Well, they didn't cancel it. They delayed it until you forget. But anyway, to be fair, John Riccatello, who was the CEO, is no longer the CEO of Unity, so maybe there is actual changes made. However, again, that's a whole separate topic. Let's not even get into that. The point is that, again, these companies need to get these people out of here. They need to get rid of them. They've also blocked me on GitHub. Wait, the devs are getting blocked on GitHub as...
I mean, judging from the response, which I guess I'll do a video on that too, seems like those people are not getting fired. Seems like they're just okay, since, you know, they have, like, the reason Like, I guess the reason that they're hired is because they're just fine with the agenda, you know?
Oh my.
Because that's really the only conclusion that you can reach if they don't fire them for like doing something like this.
God.
That they wanted a person like this to be part of the company and represent the company, and they're okay with like this behavior.
What the fuck?
But yeah, I think I'm not sure if there's anything else.
Tell that to your cockroaches. I'm pretty sure the cockroaches are more normal than these people.
Okay, maybe it's something about him being dirty or something. But yeah, that's good.